listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay, listen up. Okay.
And use the box that the welder came in. Nice big piece of cardboard to trace out some patterns that I need. Here are the MIG welding pliers that were not featured in the welding kit video, but they are listed in the description. And they have a lot of uses. You got crimpers, you can fit this on the nozzle, fit this on the tip, wire cutter, extremely hard needle nose pliers with teeth on them to grip wire and pull it and cut it and whatever. Very high quality Work Pro. I'm very happy with these. It has a spring in there that lets it, open automatically. And these are critical with any kind of MIG welding. because this takes your nozzle off and tips, like I said. You got to cut wire or whatever. Of course, I got to run the leaf blower before I do anything. I got a bunch of frozen puddles on the other side. Over here in the light, they're just puddles. Over there, it's little ice blocks. Got a big lake under here today. It really rained hard again last night. And then plus the work I did to the Dr. X there. Maybe you're saying, I wonder why he just doesn't take the tarp out and rinse it, blow it off and put it back. I'm just lazy. Yeah, now that I think about it, it probably would be better. I had the tarp there, though, to collect all that raw Dr. X rust remover, and then the water laid down there kind of trapped it and diluted it overnight. So now I'm just blowing all that water and Dr. X and whatever, you know, and the neutralizer mixed with it. It didn't hit the parking lot, you know. It didn't lay there directly overnight, let's say, on the parking lot. It's on the tarp. Okay, that's enough of this. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hooked up all my power here. Got the mostly blown off. I'm over here anyway. So with this episode, I'm going to take some cardboard and make what's called a paper doll out of what I need to cut out of metal. And then I'll be cutting the metal and bending it and all that. And then take the air tools and whatever else I need, needle scaler or whatever, and clean up just that area and weld the patch on. I want to get just that one thing done today. So then I can put the gas tank, put the new gas tank in and fuel lines and all that, and get it back down on its wheels in the rear. Then all I'll have to do is the two front brake lines and put it down on the ground. I want to change the oil too before winter. Oil and filter. And that's it for this year. I'm not going to do any interior. I'm not going to do this over here. Oh, come on. Jeez. I thought I had this one little thing catches on something. Yeah, I got the mobile rig today because I'll be under the car. Last night when I got home from the doctor, I blew it out dry again. Then I put a bunch of Rust-Oleum rust reformer over the whole area, and now it's more defined and a lot cleaner exactly what I have to do. Now what I'm going to do this year, after I put the patch on the rear end, I'm going to put a belly patch over this area. And then next year when I do the interior, this will be part of the interior work. I'm not going to bother with this right now because this is a little more fabrication that I want to play with right now. I just got to get this car back down on the wheels and able to move when I'm ordered to move it to plow the parking lot. Whenever that is, at anybody's whim, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very happy about the whole thing, but you know, the place changed hands, and that's what the new owner wants, and whatever. So that's what happens when you own your own place, folks. Yeah, I'm not even going to mess with this drilling out all of these and taking this off and all that right now. That's not part of the structure that's keeping this from being on the road. That's what they call it around here, on the road, meaning it is legal and all that, but it's not able to drive around the way it is right now. I could just patch the rear end and be done, but I want to put a belly patch on this to at least cover that up. So the inside is covered up. Still reeks like that mint oil. Oof. Well, I have tried everything to remove these screws. The two along here and the other ones. The main one is this stupid cap right here. It's like an end cap. Because I have to go around this, that's part of what I have to patch. So I'm resulting to a Dremel. Well, Harbor Freight Dremel, the same, same thing, cut off wheel. If I can use this. See, and there's hardly any room in here because of the wheel components. I just want to cut the head off without murdering the plastic. Now, if that doesn't do it, then I'll just have to cut the head off. See if I can find a regular screwdriver. Closest thing I have to a regular is my SOCOM here. I hardly ever have a need for a regular screwdriver. Nah, then I gotta get that out. Nope. Don't even try. Got a marker for. So I hope everybody is in good spirits. All I can say is don't believe everything you hear. You know, when it comes to this Project 2025 and all this happy shit, it's all propaganda. It's all bullshit. Just don't even entertain the idiots. I don't know what these damn things are made out of. You can barely cut them. How the hell was I cutting them? Maybe they are stainless steel. I tried regular drill bits. Barely made a dent. Oh, there goes that disc. A new wheel. Okay, let me see if I can clip onto that with vice grips. Holy crap! I dug some of the plastic. It's kind of tiny though, it's just cosmetic. Come on. Oh, there we go. This heating it up helps a lot. Wow, it actually twisted out. What the hell are these things made out of? Yeah, it's more of these. It's not really hot. What in the hell are these? That is crazy. Little self-tapping screws. I can't even drill it. I can barely Dremel it. What the hell? Now I know how to get it off. That's what she said. Boy, look at that wheel. It just ate that wheel. Running across it. Wow. Okay, now let me see if I can stand on my head to do this. See, I really didn't make a nice one wheel per screw. Is that how it's going to be? Oh, there goes that one. Man, there's no way to get at it. Jeez. Getting a good view of the back of my head? Probably. Yep, there goes that wheel. Let's see if I can twist this out yet. Holy cow. Stainless steel fasteners are a good idea until you have to take them out. Gotta change the wheel. Holy crap. See if the MIG pliers will work better. The vice grips, the jaws have a tendency to go like this, you know. Just gotta be careful you don't pinch yourself. Nope. That's just gonna twist too. Damn it. I don't believe this. The other one came out easier than this. Once I got the edges for something to grab. There we go. Get that initial twist out of it. Jeez, there's just nothing to grab onto because it's so rounded. Even though I just ran 3 Dremel discs over it. Here it comes. Wow. Holy crap. So here's this end cap. Yeah, a few cut marks. A little bit of plastic Bondo will take care of that. You won't even see it. You won't even get plastic in my beard. Here's that damn screw. Holy shit. That is a trophy. Now, let me see here. What's next? Yeah, that one. So I already know that I can't drill them out. So I'm not even going to try to bother drill them out. I got really, really good drill bits too. And they just laughed at them. So I'm going to use the drill with a carbide bit, and we'll see if we can just wallow them out. I have to get this molding off, okay, because it's in the way over here in this corner, and it's mostly because of garbage like this that the sheet metal rots, because this stuff attaches to the body, and that huge gap between the body and plastic, you might as well just, throw the rust in there. Who cares? And it's not that it collects against the metal, because you can see the paint's there, but the seam where the two panels join together, and they weld it and then throw some sealer in there, it gets in the cracks, sits there, eats away. Galaxy 500. So we're going to try carbide bits. Pick out one, just watch what's going on. It's about the best angle I can give you right here. If the drill doesn't do it, I gotta get the Dremel. The Dremel's a lot quicker than a drill. Oh. Ah. Wow. This is crazy. It isn't even touching it. What the hell? I think the Dremel. We're going to use the Dremel. I keep saying we. I am going to use the Dremel. What the hell kind of a view is that? Use a Dremel and a carbide bit. After that, we're going to call Colonel Tibbetts, get his plane over here. This is crazy. Who's laughing now? Well, you can tell when it hits steel, the sparks just basically took the head off and it melted through the hole. If that's what it takes, oh well. I'm about ready to get a forklift over here and tear this damn thing off. I mean, only that much is in the way. I always wonder why this thing was bent right here. I thought it was metal when I first got the car, you know. No, this is plastic, and it just it's got something behind there probably. Who knows? Just gonna throw it together at the last minute. A bunch of half-blind Mr. Magoos are gonna buy them. Who cares? Yeah, I talked to a couple people, disgruntled workers at the at the craft center, and they said there was a lot of fucking politics behind the scenes. Yeah, wouldn't you think there is anyway, you know? Okay, now this is a total virgin screw. I don't know, how does that sound? I had this shit up on max. It's way better than the drill. Now I'm just using the weight of the car against my elbow. Whoa. Hit the knob, switching. Oh. Holy crap. I'm pushing up right against the car. The weight of the car, I mean. That is crazy, wow. Let's see if I can just use up to cut the plastic around the head of it. Then when the plastic out of the way, I can grab onto a vice grip, you know, just to get it out, you know. At this point, I don't care. Whoa. I'm about ready to lose. Damn it. Where the hell's the wrench? You think it's tightened up, but it's not. You watch the bit walk out of the chuck on you. I guess that's as tight as it's gonna go. Even the plastic is crazy hard. Nope, not yet. Come on, bud. Come on. You take it off carefully. You won't have much to mend later. I mean, that's just, you know, JB Weld panel bonder. Yep, just what I thought. Right around where some asshole jacked it up the wrong way. Every car I've ever seen, I have no idea why, but they designate this area where the pinch weld is as a jacking point. And you see people or whatever. Another shop I saw, older guy, I think he would have known what he was doing or whatever, but, you know, put the car up on the lift and he didn't hit the frame. He put the pad on the pinch weld. When he lifted the car, the whole corner caved in. I thought the owner was going to puke. So, see if I can get some duct tape or something to hold this up out of the way. Get a look at the real carnage. Yeah, that's just a patch. No, it's just a patch. Here's what they call a jacking point, where you put your floor jack. You know, the emergency jack. They tell you to jack it right here, because this is a big pinch weld. Yeah, well, this is all swollen up crazy, multi-layered crap. And this all the way back here. Yep, gotta knock all this out. I'll take this off of here. You don't want to take all your old out, but you don't want to leave wet rust in there either, because it'll just continue. You know, you actually want to neutralize it as you go. There are drain, I guess they call them drain holes. See, this thing isn't even attached all the way. It's like 2 screws holding the whole thing up. Now 1 screw. Another dumb end cap on the plastic fender. You believe that? Yeah, I talked to a couple of people that worked at the crafts center, and let me tell you something. Not the ass kissers that they show in the videos. Oh, it's so fun to work here, and this is so great, and yeah. There was a lot of disgruntled auto workers, let's put it that way, UAW. And Buick, I don't give a crap if I bring up old shit or not. It's fucking 36 years ago. A bunch of assholes in Buick lied to a bunch of other people, and they got their way, and that's how corporations work. Look at this. There was the end cap, 1 here and 1 there, holding this whole plastic on. The rest of these holes, never even used. No fastener there at all. Nothing. The hole is there, but no fastener. I didn't take it out. I'd be here for a year trying to take those out. Oh, maybe it's a good thing they didn't put them in, right? This thing is still leaking gas out of the stupid line that's here. Fun. Great. Pig pads to the rescue. I do not feel like getting covered with gas, thank you. Working under a car is never dull moment. Alright, where's the vice grips? I put them up on top of the car, right? Right. Of course. Yeah, one of the worst things they ever did was this pinch weld bullshit. Because everything collects there. Every car I've ever seen. Yeah, there's one here and one here. And all the way down, there's no screws at all. Even though there's holes for them. Yeah, the old moron that buys it's not going to check. Huh. Alrighty, well, I get you down there. I'm going to take a look at what I'm doing here. Vice grips, there we go. Just leave them down here while I'm working. I'm done with the Dremel, I think. Therefore I am. Well, I had to cut the plastic around the fastener to get it out. Drastic measures. Let's see here. This is the corner that I'm mending. And it goes down to right about where the joint of the plastic is. And right where this jacking point, they call it. You can see it punched right through right there. And it goes down to right about there. And then there's a small place near the, near the front where I got to repair later. But this is the main thing right here. I recommend using any kind of air tools, especially under a car, in a garage where it's going to echo, or against the ground like I'm going to be. It's going to really, really echo. You want to use some kind of earplugs. I don't think, oh, it's not that loud, and all it will damage your hearing, believe me. You won't be able to hear your loud radio. not going to let you listen to the air compressor buildup, but it's going to be loud anyway. So, okay, volume warning, needle scaler, air compressor. Alrighty. Let me know if it's more enjoyable to put some kind of music over something if I make a loud noise, or maybe it doesn't bother you. I don't know. Any of my fans, we're all gearheads, you know. That's how it goes. All right. Better keep that over there. This. Don't need this yet. Get the light over there without blinding me. Holy crap. I threw the cardboard down here. That's in the way right now. He's gonna mend the car with cardboard? Oh my God. That's what I saw. I saw in the video. Yeah, the other side over here isn't like this at all. Thank the Lord. Yeah, okay. Well, now I realize what my plan of attack is, and it is not the way I crawled in. Crawling the other way, right next to the camera. I've actually heard people say over the course of my life, will ask, why do you have to paint everything? It's like, well, you can't just leave raw metal hanging out. And they're like, well, why? And I was like, you're in your 20s and 30s and you're asking a question like that? Did you graduate? I mean, these people are in college, you know, like, duh. I seen this guy one time when I drove for a living. He was about maybe, I don't know, 30 something, early 30s, corporate executive type, you know, on the edge of the road with a BMW, and he's reading he's got his tie on, he puts his, you know, and he's outside the car reading the owner's manual of how to jack up the car to change the tire. I'm like, wow. Just gotta wonder, you know, like, I think I'd rather be poor and know how to do it than rich and ignorant. You know, because that's all it is. I mean, once the guy, I'm not putting the guy down, whoever it was. What I'm saying is, you know, without blinding myself here. Yeah, the crows are up there laughing at me again. Let's see here. What are we doing? Yeah, we don't want direct. There we go. I just don't want it to. I like this light, but man, it's got its kind of drawbacks. Even if you tighten the bolts down on the hook or whatever, it's not rigid. It's not stiff enough. Yeah. You want somebody that doesn't know where to put the fucking couch 1 month to the next, running the country? Yeah. Okay. Well, at least have an old woman president. That way you don't have some fucking menstrual episode. Oh crap. Oh, this thing is so new, I haven't even used, you know. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I got one of these, you know, face shields, and I put one of them rechargeable lights on it. So if you're doing something, you just turn that on, and it really lights up your area. So we're going to see how that works. You know what it is too? I have a hat on, a ski mask, and I'm trying to, plus my huge head of hair that I have. I'm not bald like most other men my age. I got a lot of hair. Too much hair. Oh well. This thing's fogging up like crazy. Let me see if this works. Eyeglasses on. I can't deal with being wrapped up the way I am, plus looking through that, I can't see what the hell I'm doing. That's one of the drawbacks of wearing glasses like I do. I got bifocals, you know. You see that chunk come out of there? That was wild. Where the hell is it? You hear me? I went, whoa! Waiting that to recover. I don't want to rip my gloves. You can see the panel right here. Here's all the, you know, the goof that they brushed on. Right there. If I was to just cut this right out, this whole piece, because you can see where it's bent up around there, and this is considered a boss. as I was saying, this, let me point you a little bit more this way. I'm trying to judge where the picture is. This, this whole piece right here, if you were at the factory where this car was made, you can actually tell it's looped around, and then it comes here, then it comes over here, and it comes all the way back, and then it comes down, and then it's actually flanged down there. And you can see where it was spot welded onto the rest of the body. That's how a unibody is made. And this piece right here, like where the boss for the lower control arm is, and control arm bushings and all that, there's a drained hole right here. There was a drained hole right here, and this got all plugged up with whatever and rotted out behind that damn plastic. And you can tell the other panel, here's the line right here, and the spot welds, and the seam sealer that they put all over right up to this point right here, and then it hits into the main piece. But yeah, because this right here, this is pinched together from this piece and the rocker panel, and then those two come back here to meet this one, and this is actually 3 pieces put together, and that's why they want you to jack it up right there, because supposedly that's, well, that's there's about to be another layer, because what I'm going to do is just come over here and make a flange a little bit wider than this, come up, down over this, make a cut in it, fold that piece over here, you know what I'm saying? A patch scab, and have the piece come over here, bend up. You won't even tell underneath the car anyway. I want this reinforced anyway, I mean, you know. I mean, sheet metal's pretty good, but it's, when it gets rotten, it gets rotten. Okay, get back to work. Volume warning. Hey, you know something? I got my gloves. I mean, not gloves. Hold on one second. I got goggles. Let me see if those work, because my mouth is okay if I close my mouth, but it gets around my glasses. I don't know. Let me try that again. This is overhead crap. Alright, now let me begin down here where the cable is. Alright. Volume warning. cover. About 3/4 done, believe it or not, with this one area. What I gotta do. Isn't it weird how a car will rot in one place? That's why they call it cancer, you know? It rots, and then it spreads. If you want to remove it, you gotta cut it out. Oh yeah, I know what this is, what I'm taking off. This isn't metal. You can see the metal through here. It's Z-Bart. This is Z-Bart. Metal's not isn't pliable like this, and you can see where I'm taking it off with the needle scaler. It's just coming off in chunks. There's metal right there, but this is like a black kind of tar. It's a type of undercoating they did the cars back then. Oh yeah, this up here. This thing's working excellent. PowerMate VX. Got a needle, head, and wait a minute. As it shuts off, yeah. Yeah, this is the PowerMate VX, and it comes with a needle scaler, head, and a package of needles. And I bought another package of needles, and it comes with a head that holds utensils. I used it trying to get the bolt off. Not the bolt, I probably could have used the air chisel for that, actually. The screw for the filler neck. I was trying to get that damn thing off, and I ended up using the reciprocating saw. Well, man, there's been a bunch of trophies on this car. This is getting old quick. It's like a Bob Vila car, this old car. Old, neglected car. Hey, just because it's a 57 Chevy. Oh, look, oh yeah, the guy's rebuilding a 57 Chevy, you know. Everybody lays on the ground and blows their load. A big deal. Just another piece of junk, basically. That's all these cars are. It's just put together, whatever, here you go. It's like buying a house, you know. I know this lady, right? This lady goes, "Oh, are you gonna have your car done pretty soon?" And I'm like, "Well, you know, a project car like that's, you're never done. There's always something to." "Oh, no." And I said, "Oh, well, what about a house?" "Oh, a house is different." The lady goes, "A house is different. You can work on that, whatever." And I'm like, "Why is that different?" Because that's your hobby, therefore your hobby's better than mine. Right here, how's that? I don't push my authority on nobody. Nobody. I never have. I actually had a job one time where I was offered a supervisor position, and I did it for like a week. And I said, guys, I'm a supervisor. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't go through. I can't go through my work day like that. And I just lost a couple bucks, but I didn't last much longer at the company. I just can't work in an environment like that. Because then when people mess up, they look at you. "Oh, you're the boss." It's like, hey, I'm not responsible for another person's messing up. I can't be mean to people like that. I just can't. And then if I am, it's overboard. I'm like ridiculous mean, unnecessary mean. I used to be when I was younger. I was a very, very mean person when I was younger. A lot of times when I had no reason to be. But I did have reason to be, and just leave it at that. The days are over, hopefully. Oh, boy. Alrighty. So, Now, before I do any kind of other chemical whatever, I think it's off. Yep. Okay, let's just charge it. No, we're recording. Okay, cool. And before I do anything else, I want to measure with the cardboard exactly what I need. You know, that way, right when it's dry and ready to weld up there, I would let's see, I would say this piece, it's all going to be one thickness basically. Have it come down right to here, right where the other one comes across. It'll be down about this much more. Yep. Alrighty. So, we get the cardboard. And scissors and magic marker. And I did bring the tape measure just in case, but I really won't need it. I really don't want to take my face mask off yet. Get a manageable piece. I could probably do it in I can do it in 2 moves, though. Have to say hi to my one and only fan, I guess. Maybe I got more, but Kiss Kiss. He plays that Need for Speed game. It's very relaxing to watch that. Follow the natural. No, I want a negative, that's right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not looking to make another pinch weld. I'm going to go beyond that. So, I got lucky with this crease right here. And let's see. Continue. This pinch weld is okay, you know. Let me see here. Get ahead of myself. Which way should I work here? One like this? No, because that's a whole different piece there. Okay, let me get this done first here. Inch in. it's bright and cheery out here. It's in the dark, it's not that warm. Oh. It's not really cold yet either, so I can't complain. Not like it's going to be anyway. Which up does that go right there? Where's the end? Right up here. Good. Okay. Head around to right up there. I think those are good for little tabs or something, you know. You know what? If you know what a tab is, it's like a piece of metal that's bent whatever way and holes or something like that. Or it's just like a mounting boss. We call it a tab. You got to cut something out really quick, you know, and then weld it up to hang like you're hanging like a custom exhaust, like I'm putting it on or something. You know, you're not going to use the factory. You know, there's no factory. You know, it's like what I'm actually doing though. You can go to the Riata Owners Journal website. They're Mr. Ronnie Boring runs. Him and his wife run it. There is what's called the Camaro exhaust modification, upgrade, whatever you want to call it. It's because of this body, the underbody is based off of a Camaro. Okay, believe it or not. You know, a lot of the Riata wasn't just like, oh, we thought this up from scratch. No, it was a bunch of Corvette parts, a bunch of this, a bunch of that, you know, whatever, you know, Buick bought whatever, you know, and had the wheels turning and came up with, you know, their concept, you know. Anyway, you can put what's called a Camaro exhaust, and the mounting points are all there. You just got to utilize them, and that's all. You buy the hangers and the brackets and blah blah blah, and this is what you do, and that's what I did. Back when I had the money, I put it all away. Very nice exhaust. It utilizes the pipe that's already here, comes off the converter and goes back, and then you gotta, instead of what's on it stock right now, this, you know, this is gonna be next year, not right now, but I got the parts. But anyway, it's one pipe that goes into the muffler, and the muffler's really, really huge, and then it's got two tailpipes that are made out of the muffler that come out and like that, and that's it. Whereas the Camaro exhaust is the one pipe goes into a muffler, and it has two pipes coming out on the edges. One pipe here and one pipe there. And that's what this is going to be. So I have everything, every bracket, even things I don't need. And now I got the welder and zap, zap, zap. Exhaust is done. But it probably won't be this year though. This year I just wanted to get it to down on its wheels, movable, and go hibernate. That's what the old man's getting ready to do. Get ready to go hibernate.
He's gonna fix his car with telephone! Oh my god!
I try to hold my hand where I want to cut it, and then by the time I get it over here, I forget where in the hell I gotta cut it at. I got a marker. I just don't use it. I don't know. I was never good in arts and crafts. I was too busy playing with the little girl next to me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, this is fine. I'll get kind of an idea. Okay, you hold it up again and you say, well, where have I got it? Well, I got lucky on that. Holy shit. Let me see here. Really? Oh. Yep. Oh. Okay. Oh, man, my freaking arms are killing me, especially my left arm. Oh. I have a very, very bad left arm. That's why, if I had a lift with a garage and all that, I couldn't even do this, because my left arm only goes so high. It's one of my disabilities. I basically have one decent arm, my right arm. I mean, I can't touch the top of my head or nothing with my left hand since I was 9 years old. Okay, so there's one piece right there. Okay. And it's just, you know, and after you put the metal up there, you tack it in a few places to hold it and whack it with a hammer into shape. And then weld it. But you don't weld to rust like this, though. And why I was so aggressive with the needle scaler, if it's, you know what I mean, you don't want to hold on to a wet rust. Okay, and after I'm done cleaning this, run the blow dryer over it, and then the neutralizer it's not going to be, 100% dry. Even this right now, though, okay, if you were to take a pair of vice grips and actually crush this rust right here, all this rusty metal, you would see moisture coming out of it. Rust holds on to the moisture really, really bad. Okay, if after I'm done, look at the Z-Bart and shit. Oh my god! You see, it's all gobbed up around the corners. The factory didn't do that. I bet the guy had one of the salesmen talk him into it. This was bought from a dealer in Rancho Cucamonga, California. No money there, right? Oh yeah, $28,000. Yeah, I have the actual window decal that went in the window. 1989, $28,000. California tax and all that. Oh God. Yeah, they raped that old man. He drove it a few years and then he died. And he didn't do anything to it. He didn't take it any place to, maybe like a quick change place to get the oil change. And then his daughter drove it. Oh, Dad's old Buick, kind of thing. But then it started having problems, like any other car. And this isn't like a huge production car, that mechanics work on. This was like a, very ridiculous car that, and, it costs so much money to do something, blah, blah, blah. And, I'll put it up for, auction, whatever, And it went to 2 different places, and then it was going to the crusher, and nobody wanted it. Hey, it's taking up room in the lot, I saw that online. I'm like, nope, wired the money. If you crush it, I'm going to come down there with a fucking... No, I'm just kidding. He was kind of surprised. He's like, yeah, a box of parts in the trunk. Have a nice day, sir. I knew what I was getting. It's not like I went down there and like, oh man, I want a fucking brand new Buick Riata. And look what you sold me. Woo! Okay, now I gotta, this is the one piece of metal I gotta cut out. I gotta quit talking. At least I don't have it down to bare metal right now. I'm just getting rust off. That's like level 1. So I cut the main paper doll out. That's what it's gotta be. Now, I want to blow it out with the leaf blower. Get everything loose out of it. Then I want to hit it with Dr. X and take all that rust off. Just leave it on for about maybe 20 minutes, whatever. Hit it with my pressure washer with very, very hot water. Leaf blower. Okay, you can't use the air compressor because it'll blow oil all over it. Leaf blower, and then the neutralizer. Let that sit for a few minutes, and then blow that into it with the leaf blower. And then that'll be ready to put the zinc coating on over this. And then I can take my metal that I've cut out and put that over it and MIG weld it on and seam sealer. You cannot encapsulate, even though you think, oh yeah, you just took all the rust off and maybe you can throw some rust converter on there and then patch this over. No, no, no. You have to convert this 100%. You have to get rid of this, period. This is not getting rid of. This is just chunks missing of it. You know what I'm saying? On a molecular level, there's a lot of rust here. So you have to neutralize it and make it stop. The real only way to do this would be to get a cutting wheel, blowtorch, whatever, and take this whole thing out and get another Riata and get that whole thing and weld it in, the entire piece of this. It's not even worth doing. This isn't a, it's not worth it. I would rather call the junkyard. But this is very, very easy.
I got enough sheet metal to basically put new floor pans in the entire car if I want to, and new rocker panels. I got a lot of sheet metal that I bought over a few years. Different thicknesses. I got heavy stuff like this, where what I'm cutting out, and then lower gauge for like rocker panels here and there. It's just this place and this tiny place right here, what the paper doll didn't cover, that I got to make up, and the one under there that I've been cleaning out. The rest of the car is like almost mint condition, because nobody hardly drove it. It's got 160,000 miles on it. In the 11 and a half years that I've owned this car, I've put maybe 4,000 miles on it. I've always been working on it, or I was in the hospital, or I just didn't drive it. Because I'm retired. I used to drive for a living. What am I, you know what I mean? You know. Oh, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go someplace. I gotta drive. And I was like, I'd rather call an Uber. You drive me. I don't care if it's 95 degrees outside. I'm gonna call an Uber. Maybe I don't want to drive my nice car and expose it to all you. What does William Shatner call you? Cray craze. Cray craze. I love that guy, man. I was kind of having like a friendly kind of argument with him yesterday on X. I was like, Mr. Shatner, you know, why you gotta crawl in a hole like Leonard Nimoy did and take yourself away from us? I said, you know, at least make like a podcast or something, or go on a podcast. He said that he was asked to go on Joe Rogan a while ago, and he said no. I don't know. Who knows? He's just a private person, I guess. You think about it, though. There's only 3 of them left. William Shat, I don't know if anybody's a Trekkie like I am, ever since I was a little kid. You got Walter Koenig, who's a Chekhov, George Takei, Lieutenant Sulu, and William Shatner. That's it. You know, just recently, you know, we lost Nichelle Nichols, Uhura. I mean, you know, it's like, geez. Leonard Nimoy, he was a very, very gifted musician, beautiful voice. He made a few albums. He was an awesome actor. I mean, you know, but he got typecast with. He got typecast. So here's the other one. Let's see. Where did I toss that out to? Oh yeah, okay. So here's my two templates. And now I just gotta. I'll make this one a more thin one. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna get done tonight is rust converter this and get it ready to weld. It is 3 o'clock. 4. I will see if I can get the metal cut after I get this dried and the zinc applied. Then I'll begin drawing out the metal and cutting the metal out. Just gotta keep down the noise, you know, up to a point. I mean, you know, afternoon's okay, but it begins getting dark, you don't want to sit there and run a bench grinder or angle grinder. Plus, it's going to be nice the rest of the week. Yay! Well, it's been so nasty, cold and rainy, and just blech. That's why now I want to get this. Yeah, okay. I want to get this. I'm too busy talking. It helps me concentrate on what's going on, believe it or not. If I sit there and talk, I gotta get these two screws out where the plastic was. Latch onto them with vice grips. And I'll go around with whiz wheel, make a nice edge to weld on. Then after it's all welded, seam sealer. And then zinc that whole thing and the outside of it. So it's going to be a few more days until this is done. Throwing the brakes together and throwing the wheels on, that's nothing. I got the pins wrapped up in what are we doing here? Yeah. I got the pins all lubed up and wrapped up. Oh, that went a lot smoother than I thought. It's just like any kind of operation, you gotta, just, hey, this is what has to be done. Alrighty, let me blow it out and then get the Dr. X on it. Scared the crap out of me. I was over there yanking on an old zip tie so I could move the brake line. It's a Nikop with the armor on it, and I was yanking on it, and air compressor went off. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh, well, that was rude. Alrighty. This damn thing. Come on, man. Really? Every car I've ever seen with any kind of molding like this attached to the body, always rots the hell out of it. It's just like a gimmick they began doing. They began doing with cars, Put that molding on there. Ugh.
I guess I'm all done with the air right here. Right now, anyway. Yeah, okay. That was kind of a waste. And volume warning. Volume warning. Hey, don't tell anybody you heard I was laying down with a blower. Trying to figure your hole, honey. I think she's got an IUD up in the hole. I don't know what's up in here. What the hell? Can't have something wedged up in there like that. Feels like a piece of that damn Z-Bart. It's really heavy, thick plastic, like a tar almost. There it is, and it gets wedged. Come on, it gets wedged in the holes. It plugs up all the drain holes. That's exactly what that is. It was an actual plug over this drain hole that's in the frame. That's why they put these holes here. There was one right here. It was almost totally plugged with Z-Bart. Holy cow. Well, now when this thing drains, it's going to come out of the drain hole. Not every place else but. Because that's exactly what happened. You plug this up. This is the lowest part. You plug up the drain hole, and it just starts backing up inside there. I'm blowing it all out now. It's all chunked up in there. And it all just starts backing up inside of here, and then, whoop. It goes to the thinnest part. This is, the thinnest
Up here's just fine. Back here's just fine. The back wheel arch, this whole panel's just fine. It's just right here where it collected and wasn't allowed to drain out. That is ready to go to the doctor. 100%. Yep, and that'll make a little bare place. Doctor, rinse, neutralizer, blow dry. And by then I'll have the metal and buzz it in. Okay. Okay, don't put your knuckle down into a piece of rust or Z-Bart or whatever. Oof. I got a bad habit of getting up and down by my fist and not the palm of my hand because my wrist is so messed up. Yeah, I got a lot more damage than this old car, let me tell you. I might as well leave the leaf blower hooked up. Yeah, you know, they don't want you using compressed air because 9 times out of 10 your compressed air is going to have oil in it. See that curved up right there? That's Z-Bart. It's like a black kind of tar almost. It sits up inside the drain hole and collects. Oh boy. So this will all be encapsulated pretty soon. I'm glad the boss isn't messed up. You know, where the control arm bolts to and all that. It could be pretty easy though. But you notice this line? See? If they had just made this piece bigger, this probably wouldn't have happened. But it goes from the thick piece that ends very weirdly. It ends right there. And that's just where it rusted out. There's no planned obsolescence with a short-run hand-built production car. They just built them and that was it. Okay, we're going to start putting Dr. X on.
I look like Battlestar Galactica. Remember the fat guy with the mustache? You flying the Vipers? The one, what they considered fat back then. Everybody in Hollywood was gorgeous back then, you know? Okay. Trying to keep you out of harm's way of the doctor here. I got adequately protected to a point here. What is this? Nasty, especially overhead. Ooh, it smells awful. I'm just doing where I will be covering over. Oh, it's burning my wrist. Holy crap. Ouch. I gotta go wash this off in a few minutes. Holy crap. Ooh, very, very caustic. Oh, it's okay on your hands. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, put it on your forearm and tell me how that feels. Hey, right on the bottle it says accepts no responsibility for how the user uses it. Yeah, no shit. This isn't something to fuck around with, I tell you that. Yeah, that's... Ooh. I gotta go rinse this off with some water for a few minutes. It's gotta sit anyway. I gotta make up the jug of hot water anyway. Just hot out of the tap, you know, no big deal. I found out if this remains on it for, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, it's just fine. You don't have to leave it on overnight. It's, you know, because it just dries up. As long as you keep it wet, it keeps it reactive. You can't even risk getting this in your eyes. I could not even imagine that. You would be in horrible, horrible pain in the emergency room. All right. Watch the paint dry channel. Okay, we're all done with the doctor. I go pour this back in the bottle. This is from the original one bottle, a 1 quart bottle, so it goes a long ways. That's good. I just keep the bottle, pouring it back in, rinse this out to put the neutralizer in there. Make a hit it from the top too. Let me see here. Oh yeah. The more the merrier with this boy. All right. Okay, I'm back. Getting ready to hot rinse it. It's been on for, give or take about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. I'm just anxious to get at it. So I'll be hitting it from the other, well, both sides actually. I'll be hitting it from both sides, lady. Both sides. Alrighty. Contact. Come on, buddy. Damn thing. I don't think I have enough of the hose out. It's getting air. Let's see that. There we go. Make sure it's all rinsed off, you know. Man, this shit's caustic as hell. Oof. It's pretty weird though, because it doesn't take off paint. It just takes the rust off. I can see the metal and the pinkish primer and all that. It doesn't cut through the Z-Bart very good though. Not much does. That is what's good about that Z-Bart. It's just applied incorrectly. You cannot, you know, all these years later, now they know what's going on. Like what is that, crown in places with what do you call it, fluid film and stuff. You know, they know nowadays, don't plug up the drain holes. They didn't know back then, though. You know? Or maybe they did, who knows. Okay. Now you blow it dry. You don't hit the neutralizer on there, because it'll just dilute it. Okay, now the Dr. X neutralizer. There we go. Now the Dr. X neutralizer. Just use gravity. Gravity is your friend. Should have done. Yeah. Unless you're working on a car, under the car. At least this isn't burning. It took a few minutes to rinse off my skin. I was like, what the hell? I was using mechanics goop and pumice and everything. I'm like, what the hell? And then little by little it quit burning. Wow. Got like welts on my wrist from it. You know, your wrist is like where you test, you know, you weren't, when I was little, I don't know about nowadays, but the mother would test the formula they made back then, the powdered palbum and things like that, where test it on your wrist before you give it to the baby and make sure it's not too hot, because you know you can't give a baby a kind of hot liquid or a cold liquid, so you test it on your wrist first. Oh, okay. That's coated pretty good. Now blow it around some more. The neutralizer one more time. Kind of leery of this. This stuff is nasty. Nasty, baby. Just don't want any of it hanging around and sitting there cooking, you know. Whole fucking car's almost rust, you know. Nah, I'm just kidding. This car's actually not that bad. Just by looking at one piece. Oh, I'm gonna go junk it. Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll buy it off you, $100. These cars are worth a lot of money if you keep them up. But how do you keep them up? Magic, wave a magic wand, you know? Oh, I got a barn find. It's only been driven 100 miles or something. It don't matter. It's all dry rotted, worthless. It's what's called a trailer queen. Dangerous to drive. You know, you guys, you know, yeah, there's guys that want collector's pieces. Okay, I can see that if that's what you want. Get the original wires, the original tires, the original type of battery, spark plug wires and everything, you know. Make it like a collector's piece. Okay, well, that's not what this is. That's not what I want. I want a cool car, a cool old junker that's already kind of cool that I can make cooler. I'm 57 years old. Can I have a cool car? No, I gotta drive some cookie cutter garbage that everybody else does? Fuck that. Okay, that's enough of the washing and leaf blowing and all that happy shit. Now I gotta go bend the metal. We'll cut it out and bend it. And see, 352. I don't know. I might weld it tomorrow. Give this overnight to dry all the way. Well, the fumes are terrible from all this. I can't imagine doing this in a garage. Jeez, that magnet is crazy on this thing. I'd rather have it too powerful than not powerful enough. So here's a look in there now. It's all neutralized, and as much as I care to, I think before I button it up, I'll throw some rust reformer in there and really, load it up, even though that's neutralized, but it's not impervious, you know what I mean? Every little bit helps. There's another view of this. This is for me too. Later when I'm editing this. Here's the lake that's underneath the car. Now you see why you use a big tarp like this? All those rust chips and Dr. X and neutralizer and I think tomorrow when I come out here, I'm going to gather up the corner and pull it over to where the ditch is and rinse it off with the pressure washer. Supposedly it's environmentally friendly, but I wouldn't want to drink it, you know what I'm saying? But there's a big ditch over here where leaves and everything. It's mostly water. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of this is, you got to use water. You can't use compressed air to dry it off or rinse it between chemicals. But if you, water's considered a type of acid, so. But if it's neutralized, and like when you hit this with a blow dryer, it dries it to like a fluid film almost. It's like a paste, but you can paint over it. That's weird. It's not oily. It's not oily at all. I didn't even think. Let me see here. Oh, I know the whole thing got wet here. So it's a little bit. That's an action cam, though. They're just in case this is a better view of what's going on. Okay.
Hasta la vista.